Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw. The next photograph is, well, why don't you describe it?
It's The Bias of Safety, I've titled it. And it's me in a dress that I made. I make all my clothes for the summertime because I decided,
You made that
the
dress?
I'm wearing right now. It's actually,
Beautiful.
I make the same dress over and over again.
But it's beautiful. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. I teach people how to make this dress in the studio too. It's
It wouldn't
very
look good
easy.
on me. I look bad
You'd
in a
be
dress.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
Dresses aren't good. I'm really good in skirts. I don't look very good in dresses.
Well, maybe you just haven't tried the right one.
Sure.
So it's a dress I made. I bought a bunch of fabric. It was all really exciting. I couldn't decide which color I liked the best, so I just stitched it all together. So it's kind of a rainbow. And I'm in my very brand new, very exciting, sparkly pink roller skates.
Yes, old school. Not the roller blades, but the roller skates.
No.
Yeah.
Roller
We're not here to play hockey. Okay.
So I recently took up roller skating.
Nice.
It took me a long time to decide to take up roller skating because I'm not very coordinated or sporty.
Okay.
Really good at riding a bike, but can't. Not great at core and balance and you know all that sort of essential stuff for roller skating.
Sure.
But I really liked the idea of having a T-shirt with like a kick-ass name on it, and I felt like I had to actually engage in the sport to be able to do that.
Oh, okay. So you actually made it like a proper, okay.
Yeah. I'm working on a logo.
Okay.
We've gotten together a posse of other people who are like, oh, I'd like to try roller skating.
Posses are good. Posses are really good.
We've decided on a name.
Oh, this is very Hong Kong of you. Yes, okay.
We haven't got a logo yet, but I'm sure we'll be there soon.
You need a good name.
We're called at the moment, this is the one we're settling on at the moment, we're called the Eye Rollers, like lowercase I, capital R.
Nice.
And I've told a few different people in my life I'm going to take up roller skating, and I get a lot of
prepare them.
I get a lot of kind of, oh my God, that's really dangerous. So you can see in the picture,
What?
I'm wearing the full gear.
Okay. So you got knee pads, elbow pads.
My husband took this picture, so that's why I look really action awesome.
Sure.
He's really good at that.
Yeah.
Choose your photographer wisely.
No, of course.
This makes me look like super competent, but really I'm mostly like wobbling around with my arms out and falling over a lot.
Okay.
And all the kids, and this is in like a football pitch near my house, all the kids, of course, are on roller blades and rolling around, no protective equipment whatsoever.
Right.
Which I'm constantly laughed at for.
Yeah.
There's me, this giant woman in the helmet and pads and everything. And I carry my gear down because I don't feel safe enough to roller skate on the street. But
it's to learn somewhere.
Exactly, right? It's a challenge, and it's something that I kind of thought, roller skating looks really cool, and I put it off for years because it looked really dangerous as well. And what if I hurt myself? And what if? So I'm trying to not play safe because carpe fucking diem.
Yep.
We've only got one life.
That's the point of the podcast.
We do not have enough time to be afraid of things.
I agree. It's the whole point of the podcast. Yeah,
we don't have enough time.
Yeah.
Every day that goes by is a day that's slipping away from me.
Yeah,
Fill it up.
I hear you. I'm listening. Yes.
Thank you.
So,
so I decided to take up roller skating, and I went to the. There's a really great roller skating shop in Causeway Bay.
Okay.
And I went in with a friend of mine. We were having coffee together. I'm like, "You want to come buy roller skates with me?" And she's
support.
like, "Yeah." And we went in. Of course, everybody who does roller skating is really young.
Okay.
And like
competent. Who cares?
I go in and the shop lady is like, "So which roller skates do you think you want?" And I'm like, those shiny pink ones.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like iridescent pink.
Nice.
They're awesome.
I'm sure.
The other ones are like tan and green and white.
No, who
has white roller skates?
It depends what you're wearing above the roller skates, I guess.
Shiny pink.
Okay. No, look, it says something for sure. It's part of your brand.
And then she goes, "Oh, well, you better try them on." So, okay, fine. I try them on. I'm sitting on the bench, and I go to stand up, and I put my hand on the wall.
Okay, yeah.
I almost sent you this picture.
Okay.
I put my hand on the wall to stand up, and turns out it wasn't a wall. It was like a cupboard door that was open, but I wasn't paying attention, right?
Okay.
So I immediately, fell hard.
Bailed on...
hard. Right on my ass. And I had a bruise. And this is almost the picture that I sent you, like this big.
She's using her hands to show the size of like a large orange. A very big.
The color of this black pop filter. Like it was black.
Okay.
And I bought the roller skate.
So she's like, so are you a beginner? This is your first time?
No, she was like, oh,
of course.
I'm not going to make, I'm not
going to touch her. She's too big.
And I feel enormous and huge. And she's like, just go up and down a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I'd really like to humiliate myself in the space of my own.
I'd like to know, by the way, we're making reference to you being so big. I think you're like 5'6" or something.
Yeah.
You're not actually
just under 5'6". Yeah, no, but it's Hong Kong, and
I know.
As a woman, I often feel enormous here.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. You often go into shops shopping here.
No, for sure.
And the ladies will say, "Oh, it's free size. Oh, no size for you. Sorry, too big."
Yeah, exactly.
And that's normal. And I don't feel hugely conscious about my overweightness, but I do feel oftentimes that I'm just quite big.
But darling, you're not overweight. You look just fine.
I'm fine with my weight. I am totally as big as I am.
You are just perfect the way you are.
I am the way I am, and I'm not changing that for anybody, but I'm often feel like my environment is not necessarily built for somebody my size.
No, I gotcha. I understand. I cut my scalp on things all the time.
Yeah, and I'm not even that tall.
So to pay attention to the wording, the bias of safety, because as an artist, you titling things, I know is something that you think about, right? Even if it's a throwaway. But why bias?
Because we have a bias towards safety. Mm-hmm. We have a bias towards keeping things the way things are because it's safe and predictable. What's COVID and the protests and things like that taught us? It's taught us that, change is
scary. Yeah.
It's scary, but it's also something that you can't always control. And you can't always write the narrative. And that bias towards safety is what keeps us saying, let's just keep things the way they are. Let's just go back to normal.
Right.
Well, normal's broken. Let's make a new normal. We can improve things. We can improve our health. We can improve our communities. We can improve how we look at the world. Mm-hmm. We can improve our environment. We can improve things around us.
No,
we have that power, and we often go towards the bias of safety instead.
To quote and rhyme, if I may, it just came up to me right now in my head. Let's turn to Marcus for our excuse, which is, as an artist, he said the artists are the ones who will specifically go around and imagine an alternate way of being. And all these things on the wall, on the floor, on your studio, the podcast is an excuse to imagine a new way of being. And the bias of safety, of keeping things the way they are, although life is about change and danger and all that stuff.
Take up roller skating.
Sure.
Get the shiniest ones that you want.
Yeah.
Wear your dress when you're going.
For sure. So you can...
Wear your safety equipment even if children laugh at you.
Yeah.
There's a couple of kids who, they see me and they're just like, we're going to play on the other side because we know you can't stop.
So you have a rep. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're still going out.
I can't stop. You need to get out of my way.
But
I'm big. You're little. I will crush you.
But you're getting better.
I'm getting better.
You see?
I'm learning to stop.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Day by day, a little step at a time.
But you're losing the whole, the beauty and innocence to competency. Because the incompetent have the excuse of, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. My whole life I've been quite incompetent at 90% of my life.
I'm looking at your walls. As far as art is concerned, I don't see incompetence. I
appreciate that.
Amazing work. Yes.
Appreciate that. There's some things that I feel competent about, but then, you only have to step a half step to one side. And I'm in a different medium, or I'm painting with a different paper, I'm choosing different, and I'm now incompetent again. Which is a great place to be. So I can narrow my focus and only do one thing. Yeah. Or I can go, fuck it, let's try this. Yeah. I think we talk a very similar language, you and I. I think we all understand each other. When did we move to Boston? I don't know. Is that Boston? I have no idea. I thought I was being French. Okay, let's move on. Oh, okay.
So is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting.